that basket.
Back to James. And Shumpert kicks to Irving. The drive by James. Rebounded by Anthony.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Nobody near Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lee dishes to Rose. Tries it from 9. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. From outside the arc, Thompson with the rebound. Rose against Irving. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Rose passes to Lee. Down low, here's Porzingis. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Porzingis has got his first 2 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Thompson, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Lee left side. Outside Rose. And it's Lee penetrating, and it's blocked. LeBron kicks to Irving. Pass to Love. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. And a wide open look for James. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Rose dishes to Anthony. Shot on the wing. Rose, no good.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Knicks trail by 3. The drive by Anthony. The shot is off. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, if you name an offensive stat category, the Knicks last season probably last in that category. All-around problems, Greg, for them scoring the ball.
Yeah, we may have to give them a new nickname, last. How about last in fast break points, last in points in the paint, last in points per game, and then throw in bottom 3 in shooting percentage, and that spells abysmal.
Irving can't hit.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one almost always deadly when he's that open.
For the Knicks, it really was a struggle just to score points, guys. I mean, they go ice cold at times, and they didn't have anybody that seemed to be able to get them out of that offensive funk.
Knicks trail by 4. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Lee. Passes it to Rose. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Well, the Knicks knew that it would be a year of learning. All the offensive struggles aside, they did get a chance to evaluate everyone by giving them ample floor time. At least they found out a lot about their team last season. And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Noah kicks to Anthony. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Poked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Shumpert slams it in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's Irving missing.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Knicks trail by 7. Jennings kicks to Anthony. Jennings against Irving. The wide open look here for Anthony. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Hey guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game, some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with this style of play.
Cleveland leading by 5.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
The Cavaliers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And that one's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
It's LeBron with the drive, and Lee pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and Anthony sends it back, and they're able to recover. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title.
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. And dub the new big three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
Irving is out there with Jefferson. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's LeBron in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. New York trailing. Outside Jennings. No good with the triple. Jennings has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Jefferson. The rebound by Holiday.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. LeBron outside. There's the lob to the hoop and finished off by Anderson.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Irving drives in. Shoots it up. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Ball's knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. James in the post. Thomas is there. LeBron James again. James has got 4 points now in the quarter. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19 and 20 in the first 39 games, and then 34 and 9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run. Don't you think, Clark, with the hoop for him there?
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
For 3, shot is off. The Knicks go the other way with it.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Irving with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Love, no good.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Holiday, the pass to Jennings. They get it again. Seraphin kicks to Jennings. Over Irving. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And Thompson throws it down.
Surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Back to Thomas. New York moving the ball around. Stolen by Thompson. And he's going up for the alley-oop. LeBron, no luck.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks. Just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
New York calls timeout. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And new group in for the Knicks. Zingas, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Anthony comes in for Lance Thomas. Lee's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Rose attacking. And a miss there off the inbound.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38%. And last year, down to 35%.
.157 left to play in the first half. Thompson, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carry and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And stolen by Love. Outside Irving. He kicks it to Love. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Seraphin. Seraphin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. And the shot is good. 8 points for Rose. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. Fires from deep. And Anthony sends it back.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Irving attacking. Anthony against James. The Knicks pull it in. Rose kicks to Lee. Boom, he jams it straight down.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And here is James. He got it up. And we're through the...
Kevin, I have to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well positioned to build a lead in the second half.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving.
He has 18 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then it's Lee. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Noah in at the center position. The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Irving, good. Irving's got 20.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And it's Rose penetrating. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Love outside. Another miss by Love.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lee against James. Lee passes to Porzingis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. For 3, Love. Rebound by Anthony. Anthony's got 5 rebounds tonight.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Cavaliers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
That one is off. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's James.
Terrific finish to get this game all knotted up there. He is a force to be reckoned with.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Oh, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for the Knicks. The shot's good from Irving. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan. And for the Knicks last season, they actually shot decently on the road. They just didn't play any defense, and that's kind of what did them in. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Outside Jefferson. Back to Irving. Kicks it out to LeBron. To the inside. Cleveland moving it around. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And now a 7-point Cleveland lead.
Well, you know, going back to the Knicks on the road, they just forgot to defend the three-point shot. I mean, they had the worst three-point field goal percentage defense with their opponents making 40% of their threes against them. That was the worst in the league.
To the inside, stolen by Noah. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and the rejection by Love. LeBron against Anthony. The drive by LeBron. Knicks with the rebound. Lee's got his third rebound on the night. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
That's a great fadeaway to ball from, for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. And New York with a change here, too. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Lee. Irving from long range. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Anthony with room to shoot. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Go.
Cleveland leading by 3. Ron right side. Near the three-point line, it's Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break, and Fry slams it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Outside Jennings. Pass to Anthony from 13. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Anthony's got 18 points. Down low. That's tipped. Stolen by O'Quinn. Noah kicks to Jennings. Jennings with another miss. Cleveland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that, Clark, that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's called on Channing Frye.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He has 18 points and 2 blocks. I'll tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
A different look now for Cleveland. Chris Anderson is checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for Jefferson, and Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Knicks also changing it up. Thomas checked in for Kyle O'Quinn, and Justin Holiday subbed in for Rose. And Anderson slams it in.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
Knicks trail by 5. The 3 from Anthony. That's good. Anthony's got 13 points in the second half.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. Stolen by Noah. Carmelo throws it down.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Jennings. Second chance shot. And Noah with a nice bucket inside. Noah's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. Baseline try. And the release was before the buzzer. we've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. New York with the ball. Going out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Outside for Thomas. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
Cavaliers shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Irving. Launches it. No good. Great D that time from Jennings. And the pass to Porzingis. There's the triple. Here's Noah. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Lee comes in for Justin Holiday, and it's Rose in for Brandon Jennings. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, so his numbers declined. But that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Irving against Rose, and stolen by Love. Throws it up high. Broke loose.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Irving against Rose. Irving drives in. Cleveland moving the ball around. And here's LeBron outside. Here's Thompson. Shumpert dishes to Love. Offensive rebound. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Love. Here's Thompson. Rose with the block. Lee kicks to Rose. It's deflected. Irving for 3. The rebound by Noah. Knicks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
It did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
And now the Knicks on the break. Leads running. Makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 2.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And that one's good. Love.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for New York. look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Irving against Rose. Anthony down low. LeBron with the block. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. That's tipped. Outside Anthony. Inside. Here's Lee. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Irving with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Irving against Rose. Lock at 6. Out to Thompson. Back to Irving. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Love with another miss. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and the jam by Anthony. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is
instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Lee kicks it to Noah. That's to Porzingis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
That's a huge basket. Just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basket.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. 12 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed to.
It's the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And both free throws good for LeBron.
What a clutch performance. He loves being in these situations. Just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Love. Anthony's shot is off.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 3.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
No good from Lee. And here are the Cavaliers. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. They retain possession. Love right side. And another shot. Now here's Lee. Sinks it.
Works that one inside nicely.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Kyrie Irving is simply caught fire.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rose passes to Porzingis. Good.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Cleveland with the ball. And on the way from Irving for 3, it's rebounded by Noah. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he was 0 for 2 that time. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They need a 3 to tie, and they have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to see the 3 and be the 3 if that's going to happen.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls. Make some noise for your Cleveland Cavaliers.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate. And we'll see now how these two teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Love, no luck.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. Tough day so far.
They get it again. And the rejection by Love. Irving from long range. And that one's good. Irving's got 37.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for Amon Shumpert.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Big call, Kevin. He just didn't get there quick enough, and that's a tough break.
LeBron James on the wing, covered by Anthony. Looking to end his cold spell, and that one hits back iron. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. Lee gets the bucket, and the Knicks lead by 1.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Irving dishes to Thompson. It's stolen by Rose. New York moving the ball around. Here's Anthony down low, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's Rose. The dish now to Carmelo. Noah with a screen for Anthony. From deep, just 4 to shoot. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on a three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. And a fast break now for New York, and it's Anthony with the jam.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot. Time running low here.
a quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
Boy, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
And so here is New York, a 2-point game, and stolen by Love. And here we go, Cavaliers running again. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
New York calls timeout. Anthony down low. Can't cash in. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And another overtime is in store for us. This one has been extremely tight. Great action all game long. We'll see now if fatigue, guys, plays a factor. That's the question. So it's the Knicks now. Here's Rose, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high-pressure situation, clutch play. I love
it. On the wing, Shumpert. 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. James, no good. The Knicks with the lead. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple. Turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
Outside jumper. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. Here's LeBron, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That is good. Irving's got 40 points.
And a big play. 1 3-pointer right on the heels of another. And again, we're tied. How about this crowd right now? They are bananas.
Tremendous stuff here, Greg. I mean, you talk about nose-to-nose action. We've got it.
Anthony against LeBron. It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's New York. He's running.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself. And he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set. Not to be unexpected, a bit of nerves here, I think, in overtime.
Absolutely. That's 2 turnovers, which could turn out to be huge as the clock winds down.
Here's Thompson. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. That's on Joakim Noah.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist. Really an extraordinary game for Thompson. 17 rebounds, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
Anthony against James. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now. Game could be on the line right here.
It's basically now or never for them.
A tough position. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's New York. They lead by 1. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Defense the key here.
Absolutely, guys. Not a good time to foul here when you're over the limit.
Free throw good, James.
That is delivering in the clutch. Just one more stop is all they need.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 2. There's 21 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Yes!
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from him.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the second overtime. What a game. Guys, what do you think?
With this much time left on the clock, I try to shoot from as close to the basket as possible because that way you have enough time for a quick putback if you miss. Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
And the Cavaliers call time here. To win the game. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Again, we are tied up as time runs out. And we'll go to a third overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back to overtime basketball in what has been a tremendous battle so far. We're going to keep this one going. And the Knicks with possession here. It's Jennings with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the show.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. That sends Kyrie Irving to the free throw line. They get Courtney Lee. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. And it's the Knicks with the ball. They trail by 1. Lee gets to Jennings. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break, and LeBron throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Anthony can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And a wide open look for Lee. Offline with his 3. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. And stolen by Jennings. Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And stolen by Irving. Shoots from the right block. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. 29 points for LeBron. Out to Anthony. To stop the run. Love grabs the board. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game. Shumpert passes to James. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Derrick Rose is checked in for Brandon Jennings. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
There's Rose with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball. The shot by Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 45 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
The drive by Anthony, and that one's good.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Noah. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Justin Holiday's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jennings in for Rose. A different look for New York. Joakim Noah is checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Porzingis comes in for Lance Thomas. And it's Lee in for Justin Holiday. And that one's good, Irving.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one, Clark.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
Jennings with the ball. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game, and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. He absolutely dominated the overtime period. He personally took responsibility for doing every single thing he needed to do to guarantee that win.
Kyrie, this dude is a composed, mature leader. Along with all that mental strength, he's got such an incredible feel for the game. He runs the floor. He passes beautifully, and he can shoot from lights out from anywhere on the court.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Bro. You can't